And so in the third season, and so in the third
Oh,
season,
God, we should start off like
and so
that.
in the third
Oh,
season,
God. Are we live?
Yeah, I think we are.
I can hear. I did not mute.
yeah, the echo.
What was your echo?
Yeah, hey everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, hello, chat.
How's it going? How you guys doing?
Long time no see.
It feels like
I should
only
just do the Goku thing and just try to say hi to each person. It's going too fast. Hi, Glumber. No, that's hi, Adium Seer. I can't do it.
that was
Goku's
that was a
so
really
much
poor
better at
attempt.
Yeah, it's moving too fast.
Yeah.
Hi, Goku, if you're here.
Yeah, hi, Goku.
Yeah. Hi specifically
The MCA
to
take.
I opened Twitch. Started playing live nation music.
everybody. Mute your Twitch, okay? We are professionals here. We are professionals. We don't have feed audio loops on our stream. This is the game band. Look at us. Welcome. It feels like only yesterday we were streaming at the Blaseball Cares event. What a time that was. What a showdown we had.
Yeah,
That happened.
Man, what a final,
Yeah.
right? Just the way that turned out.
Yeah.
Can't believe everything that happened.
Things
Right.
did happen.
Yeah.
You're alluding to the final that we all watched together without the entire
Yeah.
stream.
The rubber match. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one heck of a series of events.
With that special weather that suddenly appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one team did win somehow.
Yeah.
Lots of
The
gasps.
underdog won.
Congratulations, champion. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, that was a fun time. I will be the one to break the news. Unfortunately, we're gonna call that series tied at 1-1. I don't believe we're gonna finish that specifically, but we probably will in the future pick up a similar event and run a new series with new rosters with the Ghosts versus the Tsushima Ghosts versus the Danger Zone. So
Yeah.
congratulations!
You all helped us QA
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
live draft event. So now we know we can do it.
I'm gonna go fix my code and then
Who
we'll
doesn't
come
love
back.
a tie, right?
Hmm?
Who doesn't love a tie anyway?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
There are no losers in a tie.
Yeah.
Factually true.
So anyway, yeah, this is our second Inside of Blaseball stream, and on this special, very, very special stream, we answer a bunch of your questions. So we've got a whole list here. I got the timer ready. Oh, I forgot to turn off the timer before dramatically turning it on right at this point. But we've got this timer here. We're going to try to answer each question in about 2 minutes and just lightning through this.
Oh,
And we should say thank you to everyone that has donated to the Patreon. It seriously goes a long way. Blaseball is not yet sustainable, but it really, really helps. And so thank you to everybody at the $19.99 tier who has asked a question. We will try to answer everything we can. We cannot answer spoilers or anything that's too inside Blaseball, but we will try.
And real quick, for the person in the chat who's asking where I got this shirt,
Oh yeah.
best place to get clothes.
Blaseball Cares? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my 2020 is a mess shirt.
Classic.
I do not have a holiday
If
sweater
you
yet.
want-
I don't
if you
have
want
one either.
Models, we're open.
I also, I don't want to be scandalous on stream here, but
Oh
oh
boy.
my God.
Uh-oh.
How many sweatshirts?
You're wearing it underneath?
Are you very warm?
I've got my Unlimited Tacos bomber jacket here. Look at this. So
How many layers of Blaseball do you have?
He's going to take his jacket off in 10
Yeah.
minutes and he's going to have another jacket underneath.
Oh, there's like
Yeah.
a ski jacket under there.
Yeah.
look,
But he's got the booty
this
shorts
jacket
on.
is so, I do have the booty shorts.
He does have the booty shorts on.
But the problem, it was too cold, so I put on some sweatpants, and I'm not gonna do what I just did with this sweatshirt and those shorts. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I know the camera's flipped, so it's backwards, but just here we are.
You can undo that in Zoom. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
You can what?
Yeah.
You can unflip your camera or
Yeah.
flip your camera.
I was very cold, so I put on that sweater, and now I was too warm, and I feel good now. And I look good. I feel like I look good. Look good, feel good. Anyway, let's get started with these questions. How about that?
Oh, I have a really quick reminder. Is the timer sound on? Because last time it was
Oh,
blasting
good
everyone.
call.
No, I remember to turn that off.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good. All right. I'm gonna keep us on track here. I'm gonna be the procedure guy today. How's that sound? Skeptical. Okay. This first question is a long question. What were the technical circumstances surrounding the Wyatt Masoning? How exactly did that occur in the real world of databases and web applications and stuff? It seemed to happen out of nowhere that one election. A number of Cyber people have conjectures, but we'd really, really love to hear the story. Okay. Steven or Sam, do you want to give the backstory, and then I'll talk about the awful code?
The backstory of the Grand on Slam.
Of the Wyatt Masoning.
Of the what we of the
How
plan.
far back are we going?
We don't need to. Let's assume knowledge of the.
Are we
Grand
gonna say?
Ensemble.
Are we gonna say what we intended, and then how it spectacularly failed?
Why don't you
Is that
just
what
take
we're
a
gonna
crack
do?
at it? Just take a crack at it, and we'll. We only got a minute and a half left. We wasted 30 seconds. On that.
Sam, you go first, and then I'll try to
Uh,
just go through the Grand on Slam, I guess.
Okay. So starting with the Grand on Slam. So we had a crazy long game between Tacos and the Shoe Thieves, right?
Mhm.
And we had Wyatt Mason pitching, and
No, Wyatt Mason was not
Wyatt
pitching.
Mason was not pitching. Who was pitching again?
Doesn't matter.
It always feels like
Lee
I'm on the
Dovin.
spot with
Lee
these.
Dover. Oh yeah, it does matter. Yes, that's right.
Lee Dovenport.
Right, Lee Dovin. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Davenport.
Davenport.
Right.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, we're over halfway through our time, but continue.
it's okay. We'll get
Right.
there.
Anyway, Grand Slam, hit, site, crashes.
Mhm.
We
Goes back in time.
back
Yeah.
in time. The Grand Slam never had happened. But when the game is concluded, we have an extra win on both the Tacos and the Shoe Thieves.
Hmm
Mhm.
Plot thickens.
And so,
Fail me.
Steven,
I
take
was-
over. Come on. Please, we have 20 seconds.
so
This is so the worst. Okay.
what? Here's the thing I don't remember. Why were we doing this again?
Why
There
are
was
we
something
doing
to do
what?
with.
Why were we gonna do that to Davenport?
Okay,
Davenport.
okay, I'm stopping the
It
time.
was like 40 years ago.
Okay, everybody, focus in. Look at me.
I don't remember.
Look at me.
Hold on.
We gotta figure out a way to answer these questions in 2 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna
okay.
give this one another crack, but
So
let's-
because there were multiple realities spawned, or at least broken open from the Grand Unslam, we thought it would be good to double, to give a glimpse of that by doubling Davenport, right?
Mhm.
There would be Lee Davenport
Yeah,
and
that's great. The multiple
Lee Dovenport.
Mhm. We were going to
And-
triple Lee.
We were going to triple them. That's right. There was going to be 2 on the rotation and 1 in the lineup. They would have replaced 2 of the players on the Tacos randomly.
Mhm.
Oh, and we were going to get rid of Wyatt Mason. That's what it was. Because we knew that at the time, Wyatt Mason was the least popular player on the Tacos.
I forgot all.
Yeah, we basically. But the code I was writing was at my most tired state of in the entirety of Blaseball. This was like end of third season, so is when
Yeah.
things were really ramping up. So I wrote some of the worst code I've ever written to just get this out there. Had no way to test it,
Yes.
and the election ran, and somehow
And so then when it went, yeah,
somehow
the election
everyone's
ran,
right.
and we went and looked and expected to find Lee Dovenport, Lee Davenport, and Lee Davenport.
Pert?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And instead we found Wyatt Mason everywhere.
Did we talk about the other thing that we had planned that this interfered with?
If you can get it in 10 seconds.
What was that?
Okay, we had another team that we were going to bring in called the
No, wait.
What?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
Huh?
Never
Yeah, hold
mind.
on.
Everyone.
No, scratch that.
Said we get it
Do
in
not.
10 seconds.
No.
What?
No, I don't know what you're gonna say.
No,
Don't think that
we were not-
No, Sam. I know what you're gonna
No,
say.
no.
I know what you're gonna say.
Okay. You'll never find out.
Whew. Okay. Wow. What a first question. Well, does everybody
Okay,
feel like
next
they got some
question.
rust out? Like, are we ready? Whew. All right.
And that was the first question.
No, everyone's mad at us because we didn't say.
All right. Next question.
You really got me at the right time, though. Let me see.
Okay. We're off to a great start. That
was like a screen sharing moment in question 1.
Yeah, did you turn screen sharing off?
Yeah,
All right.
turn
Next
it off.
question, everybody. Were the Blaseball? Oh, and I mentioned that first question was by Glumbaron. Thank you, Glumbaron. I forgot to mention you here.
Yes.
This next question is from
Thank
Goku's
you.
personal assistant. Were the Blaseball inspired by Discord Goku? And also, can you tell us anything
No.
more about them?
Okay, I can handle
About
this
Goku?
one because this is no, but the Black and Balls. So the Black and Balls were something. Well, nobody knows too much about the Black and Balls. They're very mysterious, but they were an idea that I pitched maybe season 1, before season 1.
Mm-hmm.
That I had wanted to do, and I kept bringing it up kind of as like a joke, but then I kept pitching it. And then literally the day after I got the team to commit to the Black and Balls, Goku showed up in Discord. And I was certain it was Joel just messing with me, completely stepping on the bit. But no, yeah, the Black and Balls became canon before anybody knew about it, and suddenly Goku showed up.
Yeah.
So that's
It was
that's
meant-
all I can say. People keep asking us for Black and Balls. We do not have them. They are scattered across the immaterial plane, and sometimes players or fans just find them.
Well said. It was meant to be, or should I say it was meant to Z.
Nice.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone else have a comment on Goku while we're here?
No, I'm just a fan.
Yeah.
Hi, Goku.
Is Goku here?
I think Goku's here.
Maybe.
Someone said Goku's here.
But I will say that when the Black and Balls were found, I saw the Discord Goku, not any other intellectual properties Goku, but the Discord Goku's first comment was that they were canon now, and that killed me because it had been a thing that I've been waiting for the community to find for weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
so,
Great. We did that perfect question on that one. I feel like we're in gear now.
nice.
Next question. This question was written on a piece of paper nailed to a tree above a foxhole. Okay.
Appreciate the dedication.
Yeah, it's very specific. What if Blaseball was a snail racing sim?
Wow.
What if? Imagine the possibilities.
Roldan, do you remember that first
The horse
meeting?
racing. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of a
that's,
fun-
that's for a different project, but
Yeah. You should talk about that a little bit, Roldan, because that's a fun, without saying what the project was, like, that was, without that tech demo that you made, probably would be no Blaseball.
Wow, I never even put those two things together. That did happen at the exact same time, so now that makes sense. But yeah, it was just like a horse racing sim that we were messing around with for a different prototype. But very soon after that, we started working on Blaseball. If Blaseball was a snail sim, though, I feel like that could be just as good, but it would be hard to find like good mechanics. Like with Blaseball, there's like a lot of rules, lots of stuff going on. With snails, like what they're just going forward.
What's
Well,
We could incinerate snails, I guess.
they would
but-
have a sliminess factor.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
we could play with that. Different types of slime, I think.
There could still be weather.
Just goo factor in general.
The goo factor.
Your
Uh-huh.
eye size.
Yeah.
There would-
Shell shape.
Yeah.
There would still be incinerations, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Everyone's like
same.
incineration would just be salt, which is very
absolutely
sad.
find myself falling in love with a snail with a
Yeah.
procedurally generated name.
I
Yeah.
think
The most anti-capitalist snail.
I think the seasons would
what's-
last like a year long, like a full
It would be just way slower.
yeah, it'd be like incredible. That would have been a more sustainable pace for
Would have
us.
given us time to make the game.
Maybe we should have done that. Oh no.
The most
Emotionally
anti-capital,
healthy. Yeah.
the most anti-capitalist snail is Gary from SpongeBob.
That was a good answer.
I could only think of one snail. I couldn't even remember his name.
Definitely anti-capitalist.
Okay, cool, great. Next question. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
This one is from Dax Leopard. Thank you, Dax Leopard.
Thanks, Dex.
Favorite obscure emoji?
Oh,
It's the person going like this. I think it's supposed to be like a waiter or like a
Is that what that means?
receptionist. I don't know what it's. I always use it for shrugging until they invented a shrugging emoji, and I still use it for shrugging.
I've got to look. It's
Yeah, what am I most used?
Yeah, Chubby.
Let me see.
Chube, sorry.
Man in business suit levitating.
Which one?
person.
What is this emoji?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good
man in
one.
suit levitating.
that's a
Man
good
in
one.
business suit
I
levitating.
use that
Yeah,
turkey.
information desk person is my favorite emoji. That's what it's called.
Oh, I like the llama a lot. I'm a big fan of the llama and the otter that's just like floating on its back. I think that one's
chilling.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the people just getting out of the shower emojis.
What?
Yeah, isn't that what those are? I'm pretty sure.
What?
I'm sorry. No, I'm.
What are
gonna
you
need
looking
more,
at?
I'm gonna need more of an explanation here on that one.
Can you
Seriously? Is
clarify?
that what they are?
Person
I mean-
just getting out of the shower emoji.
Yeah, that's what they are.
I
Chad,
don't know
help-
which ones you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Why would that be an emoji? Why would they
It's
make?
definitely the person getting out of the shower.
What did you download a weird emoji?
Oh,
No.
everyone's saying it's sauna people. Sauna.
Okay,
Sauna
shower,
emojis.
Sauna, it's the same thing.
Yeah, no.
I don't know
it's
what you're
not.
talking about.
All right, you know what? I might pass in the next 4 questions.
The one is it the
A little.
person? Is it the person with like steam
It's
around
the
them?
person, yeah, who's getting out of the shower.
How there's
Oh.
There's
He's got like a towel around.
Yes, thank you, Chad. They're all posting the shower emoji right now. See?
Yeah.
I,
that doesn't.
Shower.
That's what I look like.
That's
on
not
the-
like person getting out of the shower.
It's obscure. You
Oh my god, is there a breakdancing emoji that I just found out about?
Cannot. Sorry, I can't function. The time
Have
is
I
up.
ever heard of a sauna? I have not.
I
I'm sorry.
love saunas. I love saunas. I'll say
Yeah.
that. But I that just
Are they?
broke me.
What are those, Joel? Are they like weird showers?
Well, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with a shower. You're just in a sauna.
Just hot,
Okay, okay.
hot air.
Okay, next question. Next question.
next question.
This one is from Bree. Or Brit? It could be Brit.
Bry?
Bri?
I think it's Brie. I think it's Brie.
It's probably Brie.
I'm going with Brit. Other than Blaseball, what's your personal game of the year?
Ooh.
What games came out this year?
I know mine.
There,
Yeah,
let me see.
I've played like 2 games this year, but one of them.
Yeah, I have not played many.
Yeah,
All right, Sam, you go
Okay,
first.
mine would be the Demon Souls remake on PS5, and I love that game. I love all of those games, but they make me feel like I'm exploring the unknown, and I love how deliberately opaque they are, and how much they rely on communities to form, kind of like Blaseball, but in a different way, where people are leaving notes for each other, people are congregating on forums to figure out what their weird systems that they don't explain at all actually mean. And I love just how not special you feel in those games. You just feel like a regular person in a world that's very cruel and unfeeling towards you. And the more that you dive into it, the more you understand it. And it's just no other game makes me feel that way. So, Demon Souls, game of the year.
I thought of mine. It's Persona 5 Royal. because it's good.
Oh, nice.
And it came out this year.
Too. I need to play both of those. Yeah.
You only need to play one. You don't need to play both. Oh, both. Oh,
No, I meant like Demon
not
Souls.
Personas. Both Personas. Yeah, Demon Souls. That makes
No,
more
no, no.
sense.
Oh man,
I was like, you don't need to play both. One's a remaster.
I'll probably just bandwagon and say Hades, because I haven't even played Hades, but I've been watching my friend play Hades
Okay.
once a
Yeah.
weekend, because he just gets drunk and plays Hades, and I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this.
Nice.
Great time.
Yeah, it's got.
Yeah, the game is amazing. Like, I love dungeon crawlers, roguelikes, just looks great.
It's just such an achievement. They did a great job. It's hard to say something that hasn't already been said on your timeline, but
Yeah.
what a great game. I also
Yeah, I will say.
Animal Crossing as
ahead.
well. Sorry, go on.
Nice. Yeah. No, I was gonna say.
Time's up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
I have not played I have a huge backlog, so I want to play like Kentucky Route Zero and Outer Wilds, and there's a bunch of stuff, and everything everybody else has mentioned. Hades is probably my game of the year out of the things I've played, but I think my game of the year is listening to Joel talk about playing Death Stranding.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
absolute delight.
Joel, can you tell the quick story about
You
that
know,
you told us today?
Sure. This is just a little bonus minute because I do
Uh-huh.
want to talk about Death Stranding, and I am in control of the timer, so I will tell. Yeah, last night. So I build all the roads. I love just building the roads. I just become like a total trucker in that game, where I just like. Last night I was having a weird day, and I was like, I'm just gonna do one final mission. I'm just gonna like serenely drive from one end of the world to the other through my road system. And so I load up my truck with like the maximum amount of cargo. It's totally full to the brim, and I was like, yeah, let's go. Just driving, such a slow, peaceful journey. There's one stretch of road that I had not built yet. And but I had the resources to build it, but it meant that I had to go off of this ramp to get to it. I'd done it before, no consequences, but this time I went off the ramp and my truck landed and immediately exploded. And all of my cargo, all like 40 pieces of cargo just strewn about, like they're all too heavy for me to carry individually. And so I went on a mission, and if you go too far from your cargo, it goes away forever. So I had to like go out in like little journeys to try to find a truck. Couldn't find one. Had to carry 2 pieces of cargo by hand slowly to the nearest city. Just step.
That's so awesome.
Arduous
yeah.
step.
So game of the year. Game of the year.
Hey, okay, someone asked, did that come out this year?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. I
Don't
felt
play anything that comes out the same year. Hey, I can't believe I played Hades.
okay. I forgot a lot of stuff that came out this year.
Yeah, it's
It's a really good year for games. Like I have so much on my backlog now.
anyway. I have better stories, and that was a retelling, so it wasn't as funny as the first time. But
Oral tradition.
I just love that you.
anyway, next question. We got to move on. That was a little. Unless you ask me about Death Stranding again, and then I'll take another 2 minutes. Okay, this one's from Sins. Thank you, Sins.
Oh man.
How would you describe your soul smell?
My what?
Spicy.
Like the way that you smell when you get out of the shower.
Hold on. Your soul smell.
Soul smell?
Soul smell.
Mm-hmm. Soul
Okay.
smell. Easy question.
Can I go last?
Sure. I don't think.
Pungent. Right?
That's
thick.
a word, yeah.
What's a word that I could use?
I think my soul smells tragic.
Tragic. Nice. Okay.
That's just most details about me are that. Sam, did you have yours? Oh yeah. Or are we back? Or is it just Roldan?
Roldan. Roldan
Yeah.
is last. Yeah.
Burnt toast.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I want to clarify
That's a
that when
good
I'm my soul smells spicy, and it's like that kind of spicy where like you start to cry a little because it's like it smells so spicy, like that kind of spicy, not just like
Yeah.
Good
Spice.
clarification.
That's
Yeah.
one heck of a soul smell. That raises some questions.
You want to ask one?
No, I think that's good for this question. Let's
keep it vague.
Let's keep it vague. Great. Soul smell. I'm very intrigued by that word, I gotta say. Next question is from Sins2.
Clone?
It must be a clone. Yeah.
Okay.
If you had to combine any two fruit juices to make an official branded Blaseball juice,
Ooh.
what would they be? Some good questions here from the Sins clones. This is great.
Juice? See, I was going to go with like Mountain Dew Code Red meets Ecto Cooler.
Do you guys think the two fruit
Did everybody drink that?
Or like be totally off-putting?
Just like Blaseball flavored.
Blood orange.
Okay,
probably.
do bananas count?
Mm,
They don't have
blood orange is
juice.
a good one for
Yeah,
you.
you could make a banana juice.
Yeah, but okay. Then my answer is bananas and pineapples.
Okay.
I don't know if that'd be good. I've never had it. That's my answer.
Why is that Blaseball?
Because bananas are delicious and it's got that pineapple kick.
Is a peanut
That
a
citrus.
Blaseball's delicious.
I think.
Is peanut a fruit?
Fruit? Yeah.
I actually think that might.
It's a
Aren't nuts?
No, they're legumes.
I mean,
No, aren't they
They're
like?
legumes.
Or maybe it's
Legumes
from
fruits?
for the purposes of this,
Legumes are
Legumes
beans.
are legumes.
I
They're
think
beans.
I think
What are
peanuts are a
legumes?
fruit.
Yeah, peanuts are the ones that aren't
Okay.
fruits. They're legumes.
there
Everything
you
is.
go.
Oh, they're technically vegetables. Apparently, every other nut is apparently a fruit.
Aren't all
according to Google.
vegetables fruits though? Isn't it like rectangles and squares? You know, like
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's blood orange and then something
Coffee.
else. So they
Yeah.
do
Oh, blood
the
orange is good.
portmanteau.
I'm going blood orange, tomato.
blood orange.
I actually was
good,
thinking
just
that.
red.
Yeah. Blood orange and tomato. Yeah.
I was just saying my two favorite juices. I think at this point.
It just sounds like V8.
What are you
Splash
craving?
Or something.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever drink V8 Splash?
I had
No.
a
Sometimes. It was all right.
We have it for alcoholic reasons.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You like mix it with alcohol in it. It's like it's basically Bloody Mary.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of Bloody
Then you
Marys.
stick a slice
I
of-
don't drink it. Someone else does, but
Time's
that's
up.
why we have V8. I don't drink V8.
Time's up. Good answers.
I want to make a blood orange tomato drink now.
It's probably really
We
good.
should try it.
Sounds like it could. It sounds like it could either be. It's on a spectrum. It's either
Yeah.
horrible or great.
All right,
Okay.
next live stream, you'll show us.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
We just
next
all
question.
taste our.
We're moving.
Okay.
Am I doing good with the timer here? Except for the
Sure.
dead screen
Great.
question. Thank you.
Feels very disciplined.
Discipline era. All right. This next question is from Mountain. What's the least popular or lowest rated movie you're willing to admit that you love?
I'm looking this up.
The answer is every movie I've ever seen.
What was the latest one that you saw?
I don't know. The one that comes to mind first is G.I. Joe Retribution, or is it Retaliation?
Oh,
Sorry, it's
wow.
Retaliation.
Wow.
The Expendables. I used to love those movies. They're not good. Pretty much any Disney Channel movie, I'm pretty sure they're like rated really badly.
Everybody in chat saying Cats. That's a really good pick. I don't know.
I
if
haven't seen Cats,
Oh,
and I wouldn't enjoy
come
Cats
on.
if
That
I
was an
saw
experience.
Cats.
It was one of the most
No.
memorable theatrical experiences I've ever had in my life.
Listen, I have
That's one of the
personal
last
beef. I have personal beef with Tom Hooper.
Yeah, me
for
too.
reasons. I'm not happy with him, so I'm not gonna see Cats.
I don't know. There's a lot of movies. I'm looking at like Black Hat from Michael Mann, which I have very highly rated, but I think was panned. I don't know. I'm like just now shuffling through Letterboxd trying to find something.
For me, it's like a tradition for me and my friends just going on Netflix and then search for horror films and then just pick the ones that have the worst rating.
Any horror, I
the
love
most fun to
pretty
watch.
much any horror movie I've ever watched with a bad rating. like Final Destinations, all those Final Destination
They're so
movies.
Oh
good.
yeah, yeah.
They're so much fun.
They're so good because
Freddy versus Jason. That's my pick.
Yeah,
missed
all
an
the
ex-
crazy ones. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I missed an exam in undergrad because I saw Final Destination 2 for the second time in the same
Nice,
day.
nice. That's the best
I
one.
went to see
first of all.
Final Destination 2, skipping classes, and then I came back and told my friends how funny it was, and then we went back and saw Final Destination 2 again, and then I almost failed.
That's great.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I
Doug-
only like good movies, so next question.
So the least popular and the lowest rated movie I've ever seen is Zombie Beavers, and it is amazing. Why?
What's it about? I mean, I can guess.
I'm scared to ask any further questions on that, and we're out of time, so we're
You have
we're
to
gonna
watch
just
Zombie Beavers.
Zombie Beavers.
we're going past it. It's out of the way.
It's amazing.
Okay. 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 The next question is from Alec. Okay. If not for the Wyatt Masoning and the tacos.
Here we
Oh,
go.
wait, can I say one thing about? Can I say I figured out my movie? Please, because someone talked to me.
We're gonna look-
The
I was
Snowman.
halfway through the question.
Oh, the snowman.
The
Okay, that's a good
Snowman.
answer.
I love that movie. It is so bad, but that movie is like anime. That movie is like Fooly Cooly, but with Michael Fassbender. It's
That's a-
insane.
Strange
I like
description.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Oh,
sorry.
X-Men
Feel
Origins
good?
Wolverine.
You got it off your
The
chest?
Snowman is anime. The Snowman.
I
is
forgot
anime.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, yeah. There you go. Great. Is it off your chest?
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have any other movies that are coming to mind, or?
No, I could talk about the Snowman forever.
Okay.
You know, Thelma Shoemaker cut that movie.
What?
I mean, yeah, and she's a god. Like that's.
It's because
great.
yeah. Okay, we
I
won't
mean,
get
They
it.
only filmed.
Let's
They
not
only
get
filmed
it.
3/4 of the script.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
insane.
Good.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you, Alec, for this question. If not for the Wyatt Masoning and the tacos, which player would you want to have proliferated themselves over their entire team?
Is Richmond Harrison a cop out?
Hey, you can say Richmond Harrison.
I just think it'd be funny if there were 14 Richmond Harrisons.
Yeah, I'm tempted to just pick like, if Boyfriend Monreal had been, copied to the entire Breath Mints, then we'd still have a Boyfriend Monreal. So I feel like that's got to be my answer. I didn't start the timer here. Oh god. Yeah. So easily Boyfriend Monreal.
I think a whole Crabs team of Kennedy Loser would have been phenomenal.
Anybody
I would
else?
like 6-pack dog walkers.
Nice.
Now that's a good answer. That is good.
And 6-pack dog walker almost was bleeded, so. But
Yeah.
that's a different story.
That is actually one event that I've kind of blocked out of my mind because it was
I forget about
truly
that.
stressful. Like it
The
was
wave back event. Is that what
Yeah.
it's called? Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
That
let's move on to the next question. We'll save that for
Yeah.
another time. This one's from Heavenly Evan. Why no scroll bar on the Blaseball website?
Wow, that is fair.
What?
I almost want to give,
Shay.
I didn't do it.
I almost want to give like a Blizzard employee answer, which is what, you guys don't have scroll wheels?
I genuinely do not know the answer to this. I could look, I guess. I don't know why.
Wait. This is the first time hearing about this.
There is no I read the question and I was like, wait, there is no scroll bar on the Blaseball website. I truly do not know why. Like it doesn't show up on Windows where like scroll bars normally would show up.
So
Like you'd show the thing.
does
Wait,
this
websites don't really have scroll bars anymore, right?
If someone
they-
doesn't have
on
a
certain-
medical, it would
On
be-
certain browsers, they show up. On certain browsers, they don't. On Mac, it doesn't show up. On any website.
So you're
How many
telling me
times
that
do-
all this time If you didn't have a scroll bar, if you have a scroll wheel on your mouse, you couldn't scroll down the page of Blaseball.
I think you'd have to put the page down button.
Clearly, none of us noticed because all of us have scroll bars or trackpads.
It's a keyboard, right?
But yeah, there is
Down
truly no
arrow.
trackpad. There's no bar.
This is-
I looked and I was like, there
No,
isn't
we
one.
launched this game in July.
Yeah.
That's right
So
there.
the answer is I don't know. I truly don't know. I don't know. I can go look and maybe fix that.
Coming soon to a browser near you.
Yeah.
From the makers of the Blaseball password reset comes the Blaseball scroll bar.
I think maybe it doesn't show up on certain pages. I don't know.
There's
I
also
will
Some people, it seems like, have it.
I will find out what happened with the scroll bar, but I can say that it wasn't me. So I don't know why it's gone.
The real answer to this question is that we've A, didn't notice it, and B, I wouldn't have known how to fix it anyway because I'm not a web developer. So anyway, time's up. Great question. Thank you, Heavenly Evan. This next one is anonymous.
Feels like someone put website feedback inside of Blaseball.
Hey, you
They're
got
like
an
they
answer.
need to do
They had to subscribe with the
Oh,
Patreon to
yeah,
tell us
yeah,
about this.
yeah.
All right, next question. If I remember correct from the last Q&A, I believe that stands for question and answer.
Mhm.
You were considering slowing down the season per week pace of the Discipline era. Could you tell us what you'd want that to look like for the next few seasons? That's a great question. And we're going to keep it vague because, again, we don't want to talk about future plans or spoilers or anything, but
I'll mute myself.
yeah, we're just I'll say that we're exploring different ways to do this. I don't know if it's necessarily slowing down the season per week pace. There's a lot of things we do like about the pace, and there's a lot that this current pace gives us. But yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot for us and for you to be keeping up with that. So I'm sure something there will change. I'm sorry we can't go into like much more detail than that, but do you guys have anything to add on that, or?
I think like just to kind of elaborate on one of our goals a little bit is, the pace is definitely something that we're considering. We're also just kind of looking at how challenging it is to like leave Blaseball for a second and then come back in and not know what's going on. And we're asking a lot of you right now. You have to go and talk to other people in the community and sort of piece everything together. So that's something we're deeply aware of and are thinking a lot about and working on ways to fix.
And we're not going to completely lose that because, as we talked about before, from both our own design intentions and like games that we like we want social interaction. We like some of that oral tradition challenge of Blaseball, but it definitely could be more accessible to new fans and more respectful of people's time. And everybody has busy schedules. Everybody has their own things going on. So we want to make sure that we're respectful of people.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. We got another question here from Firewall Andrews. Did you / do you plan on providing a stats, homers, and strikeouts, not forbidden knowledge stuff, UI similar to Blaseball reference, or has the community's advancements in these areas made it less necessary for you to focus on this as something to better serve players? I would start this answer off by saying the second part of your answer is pretty... There's truth in that. Like there's a ton of stuff like stat leaderboards and stuff that like we wanted to put on the site, but we have such limited resources that we have to be very careful and pick and choose what we put on there. And so when the community does something really cool that becomes a really accessible tool, it does make it easier for us to sift through those options. I will say, like, we do that sort of thing is stuff that we do on the site. The more stuff we put on the site, the more accessible it is just from one place. You shouldn't have to go hunting down to different community tools and it shouldn't. We don't want that pressure to be on the community tools to
Right.
be part of that core experience, because a lot comes with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's but those, they're so cool, and if we built a version of them, they probably wouldn't be as cool as the ones that you guys have built. So yeah, we're in awe of a lot of what you guys have done at Sibber. It is wild. I go check Blaseball reference frequently, so thank you.
Mhm.
I just took up all the time on that question. You guys,
That's fine. I think you got
Yeah.
that one.
cool. All right. Great. I will not just answer the entire next question. This next question is also from Firewall Andrews. Is this allowed?
Something happened. I think I must have just copied it wrong.
This is from the clone of Firewall Andrews.
I think this was an anonymous one that I moved up. That's why.
Oh, okay. This is from Anonymous. What the heck is the deal with the ticker listing seemingly random stats all the time?
Yeah, what's that about?
I said I wasn't going to answer this whole question.
Well, they cheated anyway.
Okay. Gosh. But I gotta apologize directly to our sentient ticker here. Poor ticker. I'm so sorry. You've really fallen on the back burner a little bit. I miss you. You had a lot of good things to say in early Blaseball, but boy, have I not updated you in a while. And the things that are on you, ticker, are not accurate. Those stats are a poorly written attempt at giving stats on the site, and I've never fixed it. So my apologies to the community and to the ticker yourself.
It'd be so cool if the ticker just appeared on the stream right now.
Yeah.
It's okay, Joel.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah.
It's the ticker is a liar is what is the answer.
It's still waking up. It went to
Yeah.
sleep for a while.
It's a little
and
biased. It just
getting
picks its
its-
favorite players.
It's getting its
favorite
bearings.
The ticker's burnt out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. The ticker was burnt out. Yeah. Next question.
Next question. Okay.
Settle.
This is from Dr. Light. Can you give us an idea of what it looks like in one of TGB's writers' meetings?
Kind of like this. We start
been
off
like this.
with a idea or structure or something that we want to explore. We talk through it for a while. Somebody says something that gives us a lot of other ideas. We go off on a very long tangent and explore that, then try to remind ourselves what the original idea was that we were trying to figure out. And then somebody figures that out after a little while. We go back to it, and hopefully we've made a little bit of progress during it.
Sometimes they'll post like pictures of things that they've drawn, and then they tag me in it and say, "Just do this," and I say, "Okay, I don't know what that means, but sure."
That's also true.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It really depends week to week. I think when seasons are running, Monday is kind of like we're seeing everything go live for the first time. So we'll have, part of the meeting we'll be talking about that, talking about reaction to that, what we're noticing breaking or how that's thrown things out of balance potentially. And then we start talking about, we generally have a sense of what each season might look like at least a few weeks in advance, and features and landmarks that we want to bring in, stuff that we're already in the process of building. But each week we then have to just say, okay, we have to look at what our plan was. Do we have to pivot at all? We have to talk about, what an election looks like for that week. We'll usually have like, okay, season 8, 9, 10, we have a sense of what the elections might look like. We knew in seasons 9 and 10, the peanut was going to come for the peanut battle. So we're talking about how that can how the election could complement that, what blessings might look like. And it's really about like a thematic and tonal focus and how that drives the story might drive the story forward. So we're kind of taking that all in, and then over the course of that week, building out the election, that's really where we start getting the blessings and decrees down, and then everything kind of filters from there.
Yep, time's up, but that's a good explanation. A lot of it is throwing out weird ideas and just seeing which one we all just accept immediately as Blaseball truth, and then roll with that.
There are also like a lot of talks, like especially when we know we have time, we go into like long talks of like universal cosmology of like the immaterial plane. So, you know, we have a sense of like what it looks like and how it's made up, and
Yes. And that all cooks up to a wonderful product. All right. Anonymous. Another anonymous. A lot of the rest of the questions are anonymous. Was this? Seems normal. This one is, why did the spies rigor mortis actually buff their enemies?
Oof.
Yeah, what?
When I want to talk about staying healthy and self-care, because when you work at an alarming pace, things sometimes slip through the cracks because you're tired, and it's important to drink water and get sleep and take care of yourself so that you don't accidentally forget a negative symbol.
It's almost every problem arises from a negative symbol. I feel like 9 times out of 10 it's a negative or positive symbol.
Sometimes bugs aren't fun. Sometimes they just happened and was dumb, and yeah.
Sometimes you buff your enemies. That's life.
Exactly. Sometimes you buff your enemies. Think of it as like that. Now it's in lore that the spies were being very nice to their opponents, or were they? Or was it a plot all along?
Yeah, was it their real, like, that was secretly what they wanted to do the entire time?
You can never know with the Houston spies. They've got tricks. Next question, huh?
Yeah.
What blessing concept have you scrapped that you would like to see come back once the game is even more broken at a conceptual level?
This is tough because there are blessings and decrees that we have a lot that have not been put into the game, or that we considered putting up for an election that it just wasn't the right time for, that we do love. So I don't want to ruin one. How do we do this?
The ones that added audio to the site.
No, that will never ever happen.
No.
Will never happen.
I see a lot of people saying double jump, and I am sorry. Like, I'm not implementing double jump.
But we put that on the site, right? I guess I meant, so is that what we're saying? Like things that didn't pass that we might want to see?
But all the blessings went, so.
I love how this question is asked, because I think it's very specifically, like, I think I've said in the past that, like, certain blessings or decrees we couldn't do because we had to break down some concept in Blaseball first before we were able to do them. And double jump is that example of, like, we have to break down the concept of wins and losses before we can get to double jump.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. I was very excited about double jump for quite some time, and continued to pester Joel about it. And then once Saber put out their paper on it, quickly realized like how wrong I had been and how badly that would have broken everything. So, yeah.
One of my favorite things, this isn't about a specific blessing, but just the way that the difference between like how we all come up with ideas. I'll go into our blessings page sometimes, and Steven will maybe put in some new ideas, and like the names are really evocative. We don't know what they do yet, but the names are just so good that like that becomes the writing prompt. We're like, is there something here?
Right. And then we'll come back to them later and be like, what was this idea, and have no idea, and have to just try to piece it together just from the evocative name.
Yeah. I'd also add that this isn't blessings, but there's been a lot of decrees that weren't scrapped; they just weren't picked, even though we had to write the code for it anyway, just in case it was picked.
Yeah.
A lot of examples of those.
Yeah.
Would it be wonderful to have some form of relegation? I know nobody's
Yeah.
ever gonna vote for
Yeah.
it, but I want it.
I voted for it.
Joel,
I voted for
Would
it.
you tell them what would have happened if they picked peanuts before the boss fight?
Oh.
'Cause you wrote all the
whoa,
code
whoa,
for
whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa. Well, let me think
That
about
was-
this and think if it's something we can say.
Yeah.
Would give me a couple words.
The
Are you not remembering?
I'm trying to remember.
Trying to remember what it does.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
big peanuts.
Oh,
Ah, yes. Well,
Alright.
those. Yeah, I think we saw some of those during the season.
We saw them, but they did not come into
Yeah,
play.
Right.
yeah.
It would have.
Yeah.
We
But-
saw them,
more-
but the effect of them is unknown, I believe.
Oh, did they?
Um,
The chat
oh no,
saying-
it did happen. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
It didn't
good.
happen during a boss fight.
Yeah.
Right. There was some special stuff scripted up for it happening during the boss fight.
Yeah.
So
One
Yeah.
day, it's
gosh.
Yeah, I really love the idea of relegation. Clearly, the community did not, and everyone loves their teams.
Yeah.
But it was something from soccer that we're all fans of, and felt like it would keep the game fresh, and got swiftly rejected.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I gave that one some extra time because it was some fun ideas there. But let's move on. 2 minutes on the clock. This one's from Elliot. Where did the idea for running an in-universe Blaseball Twitter come from? And how do you all manage having such an active and unique Twitter presence?
Like
Just
personally too.
that came from Parker. Like we needed someone to run social and kind of be the commissioner of the league, and appointed Parker.
Parker's doing a great job, by the way. I mean, well, do we have confirmation? Is Parker able to watch this?
No, Parker's banned from Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay. Parker 3 was doing a very good job. And the other Parkers, they're also Parker 4 is very nice. But I miss Parker 3. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Parker 4 was very sweet and we had enough time to, really proof, I think we've said. So gone too soon, I will say. As for how do we all manage having such an active and unique Twitter presence? Funny story, I said I was going to stop using Twitter the week before we launched Blaseball. And then, yeah, that went the other way. So I don't know how everybody else.
I got Twitter in high school, and I was the kind of person who had backup Twitter accounts because I would hit post limit when I don't know if that still exists. I'm sure it does, but there was a posting limit, so I had a post limit account, and then I had a post limit account. So that's the answer is that I know how to be obnoxious online because I started when I was in high school.
It's hard. Yeah, I mean, there's so much happening at the studio, and then so much happening within Blaseball, and then so much happening on social. So it's a lot to keep track of. And the way that I used to use Twitter was to communicate my thoughts on video games I was playing and stuff that I cared about. And now it's just whatever nonsense pops in my head, I put on there and then get back to work. And I feel like that's been a lot more successful.
Would you guys like to
Yeah.
hear my process?
Blaseball is heck posting. I guess I can't say the other word, right? And that's, I think we all have, or at least Joel and I are used to just doing that on Twitter all day too. So it just kind of it just transferred into Blaseball. That's a big part of our writing process too.
I will say that maybe shouldn't, but I am going to. I do have a private Twitter that I post most of my garbage on. But it's only for my friends, so none of you can find it.
You
Don't
don't
worry.
announce that you have a private Twitter on a
It's
live
Yeah,
stream.
what are
whatever.
you
I'm
doing?
23. Everyone has a private Twitter when they're 23.
It's still what a move. That is.
Yeah.
You'll never find it.
I didn't
It's
I didn't
locked.
know I was supposed to make an alt until my tweets were labeled as offensive because I like told the Lincoln I tried to like remind the Lincoln Project of the Iraq War too many times.
Listen, you're locked just for your friends so that you can be annoying on main,
How
but
do
it's
you-
not your main.
I can't.
It's your private.
One Twitter is enough.
Yeah, I
how-
could not handle
How
that.
do you possibly manage more than one Twitter account?
I don't. It's not that hard. I just I post a lot about a lot of things that I can't talk about in my main because it's really annoying. Not like bad, like Supernatural.
I want to say
I got Supernatural a lot on
Oh,
private.
really hates her coworkers.
I put a lot of time and energy into every single heck post. I
You don't
carefully-
want to read my Supernatural tweets.
carefully
Trust
craft
me.
it.
You really don't.
Okay, we're not talking about Supernatural. That's a good cue to go on to the next question.
I'll just say I never used Twitter in the past, and now I rarely use Twitter. So I'm getting there, but
You got the right balance.
No, yeah.
Please
don't,
go follow
don't.
at Hot Skippy every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the rest of time.
for that quality
Hey,
content of one post a month.
Hey, you should follow me at the Fatalist, because I want to get verified, please.
It's you don't get verified from just getting followers.
No, but it helps.
That's fair.
Okay, next question.
Next question. All right, this is from Steven, comma, Wiki admin. You made excellent use of the fan chants
And my phone's making noise.
for York Silk during the battles with the Shelled One during Day X. In particular, my dork was a devastating emotional blow to the Fridays, comma, the team I happily call home, period. My question is, were there other fan chants you considered twisting for the Shelled One, comma, but didn't use because the players in question didn't get pulled into the team?
Period.
I don't think so because we knew who was going to be on the pods, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They were shelled on
Yes.
Friday, or they had already been shelled,
Mhm.
and then the fight wasn't until Saturday. So
Yeah, and
We-
there was no way to
no.
shell anyone else, so we
yeah, so we knew who what the peanut was going to say. Nagomi, did we have something for Nagomi?
No, I don't think so.
so.
Some
I
of
don't
them
think
didn't
so.
have chance at the time, or
Yeah.
that if they did, we didn't know about them.
I can only
Yeah.
think of one more that we. I don't remember if we did it or not.
What's that?
It was for pitching machine.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we did because I don't think Pitching Machine did anything outstanding during that game.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
I don't-
yeah.
I don't think we ever did that, but that was the only other thing we had.
Mhm.
We obviously saw Ring Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The
That's-
peanut was just antagonizing the fans,
Yeah.
So
Cool. That's a pretty straightforward answer on that one. I like this next question from Anonymous. Any advice on how to become a game designer / writer? Anything you wish you'd known before you started?
Make a lot of games in your free time. I think that's always a really good thing. If you can build out a portfolio that shows your style, it's probably the most useful thing to when you're applying for a job. Like Elena had a really awesome portfolio with a bunch of her games and different websites and everything, so that made it an easy decision. But also, it's really important to find people that you like working with and want to collaborate with, because ultimately you're going to make the best stuff with other people. It's really hard to make a game on your own. And, even at the game band, like Joel and I met when we were in college and have been friends for a lot longer than we've been coworkers. And it's just so much easier when you're making games with people that you genuinely like.
Yeah, that's great advice. I'd definitely say go to game jams. Like, just go to as
Yeah.
many as you can, because it's like Sam said, it's really hard to make a game on your own. I mean, there's so many skill sets that go into making a game. So meeting people who can work together, I'm an engineer and I can't make a game on my own because I can't do art. I can't do animation. I can't do design and writing like some other people can. So it's go to a game jam, meet people who have all sorts of different skills, and see what you can make. Like that is
Yeah.
one of the best ways to do it.
Game jams is a great example. My answer was going to be kind of just make things. Just make whatever it is. If you write, if you want to be a writer, like go to a game jam and like work with a team. That's a great way to just like get something out there. Modding, modding communities and like level creation and any in-game tools that are offered to you. Like the more you make, the more you'll learn. And as these guys have said, finding other people and finding communities. Just being part of that and just getting active. That's just the best way to get out there.
I wrote my first tabletop RPG in during class that wasn't a gaming class. It was during an English class in college. So just write stuff. I don't know. It turned out okay, I think.
I made a game on I wrote to get into USC's games program. I wrote an essay. I was like just bored in class and made games on my calculator, and then because I just didn't want to do math.
Yeah.
And then but that was just like so random. But like that, writing an essay on that like got me in. So like anything you work on is going to be valuable. Like
I turned in a game as a final once because it was not a game class, but we were allowed to do whatever we wanted for the final. So I did a game for my final. Like you can just do that.
Oh, I didn't know this, but the Crabs are hosting a game jam and it's happening right now. What?
Oh wow! Oops.
Probably
That's awesome. Sorry, Crabs, for stepping on your game jam.
So can someone explain that a little bit?
Yeah, where can we see the entries? Are they going to be posted?
It's probably
somewhere?
on itch.io. Itch, if you want to do a game jam, but you can't go anywhere right now. But also, if you don't want to go anywhere, they have game jams all the time on itch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which I made a bunch of games because of game jams. It's on itch. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Crab Attack Jam Zone.
Side
Oh
question.
my God, I have notifications.
Side question for everyone here. This is a little just bonus one.
I'm gonna get it on the next
What's
one.
your
Side
favorite
question?
Side question for me. This one comes from Joel A. Clark. What's your favorite game jam game you ever worked on?
I've never worked on a game jam game with another person
That's fine.
because I was in college and there were no physical game jams near me. What did I make? Wait, hang on. Let me look at what I've made. And I'm looking for the crab jam too right now.
I'll just jump in and say I made this game called The Flying Man with some friends of mine when I was in school, and it was a ragdoll physics game where you would shoot balloons at this ragdoll to just keep it in the air for as long as possible. And the guy was just like wearing a suit, and the conceit was like he was on his way to work, but like fell off a building and just wanted to. Anyway, I had a lot of fun making it, and then I showed it to Disney when I was applying for an internship there. And at the time, they were working on a bunch of physics puzzlers, and they loved that I had been messing around with physics, and that was enough to let me in. So you never know where these dumb game jam ideas can go.
Oh, I found one of mine. A lot of my games are tabletop games. But my favorite one was for the Bad TTRPG Jam, which is from the Twitter, the Bad TTRPG Ideas Twitter or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. Where they just like post really bad ideas, but then everyone talks about how they're good anyways. And it's a game where it's like a game that you play on road trips. So it's like based on Fast and the Furious. It was like this tweet about how Fast and Furious should be a JRPG. And it's a game you play on a road trip. So like, and you build your stats based on like how good you are with cars and how many times you've done a crime. And it's like, you personally, how many times you've done actual crimes and how good you are with cars. And it like, you play it to like kill God at the end. It's the whole point. But I thought I just liked it because it was a road trip game.
Was Vin Diesel in it?
No, you could play Vin Diesel, but like not really because it was like, like,
you could role play Vin Diesel.
You could just be Vin Diesel if you wanted to, I guess.
He's showing up in a lot of video games these days, though.
Any RPG, you can role play as Vin Diesel, really.
That's true. You could just be Vin Diesel. It's not that hard. Guys, did you know Vin Diesel's gonna be a main character in the arc too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else
That's
have?
not just from the promo. Apparently, he's a character in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm really
Well-
interested in the game all of a sudden.
Does anyone?
Sorry.
I don't want to get too far off track. Does anyone have any more game jams or that you want to talk about, or should we move on to the next question?
Next question.
Great. This next question's from Vin Diesel. It's from Scary Gary. Has developing a Blaseball changed your creative mindset on what it means to make a game?
Big one.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, just from a practical level, just the amount of skills I've had to learn to do this, just learning like databases and web development and new languages like that expanded, just my knowledge of how I can make a game. But I don't know, like it's the first like truly like big community game I've worked on. So like everything about this community and how to design around community choices, like that's all stuff I've picked up over the course of this experience.
This is the first live game that all of us have made, or you have made one before.
I was at Disney on like a live free-to-play game, and
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
pushed pretty frequent updates, and so like I've worked on live ops, but like it was obviously a very different experience. But a lot of things carry over for sure. Like any live game is going to have the stress of that schedule and the constant updates.
Yeah.
And a community. It was just like they're a very different community. Blaseball is a very unique community in a ton of ways. So, learning to this whole process of like playing off of, being this kind of GM of the campaign, and but getting our ideas in there, like that balance is very interesting.
Yeah, that's been a major lesson. I think like an evolving one too. Every game that I've worked on to date has been something that took 7 years to come out to be made. So by the time it was done, was extremely polished. Yeah, it's been I think the most fun project I've ever worked on. I'm happy to say that, but also a lot of challenges.
Yeah, I think it's been cool to work on something so dramatically different from what we've worked on before. There's something also very refreshing about the cadence where you're seeing our process as we're going through it, which can be scary for us, but at the same time, you notice a lot of the things that we put into it, like even like small quality of life changes that otherwise like are wrapped in like this giant release, and you might not pinpoint every small decision that went into it. So I think from a design standpoint, it feels really nice to see the conversations around all those things, and it's cool to see how there's so many different types of games that are cool and special and different and can exist. Like you can make a game that is more of a scripted narrative, but the way that you move through it is unique and special. You can make a game that is collaborative like this one. You can make a game that is more about banding up with your friends in a multiplayer experience. Like this medium is so vast and broad, and that's what drew me to it, is that it feels like there's unlimited things left to explore.
Totally. Yeah. Whew. I had something else to say on it, but we ran out of time a long time ago, and I forgot what I was going to say anyway, so here we are. These questions are very good. Like, this is... These are all making me think a lot about... This is a lot of reflection. This is wonderful.
Head's so very full.
Huh? My head is so very
nothing.
full.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Anonymous. Can I watch/read replays of old games? I often miss games due to time zone differences and would like to live the excitement.
I was going to say, there is a site
Everybody
that a fan
say
created.
everybody in the chat is yelling replays at us. So maybe it is
That's the
Reblaze.
Is it
answer.
Reblaze where you can
That
watch
you
it?
can rewatch him.
Play it?
Is
Is that it? Because I thought it was just the summary.
There's
but if it-
puddlebite.net. Is this a thing? Yeah, this is it. Puddlebite.net/Blasic.
Yeah, that Puddle Bite site as well. You can actually, go to the season that you want and the day that you want and watch the games play out again, which is amazing. That just like popped up. We were very excited to see it.
Yep. Another example of the community doing something very cool that we would not have the resources to do right now. So, thank you for that. Click on those links. Support Sibber. Support your local Sibber. All right, next question. We're getting into some cosmic immaterial plane stuff here. This
This is my favorite.
This is
This
me
is
really
my
good.
favorite topic.
Does the immaterial plane orbit Sun 2, or do we all just orbit Blaseball?
Great question. And I will say, I saw in chat someone said, "Wait, actually, like, do you really have conversations about universal cosmology and like an understanding?" I mean, we're working for the Blaseball gods. We got to kind of know who our employers are, and have a sense of what everything looks like and how it's constructed. So yes, that is real. Joel, what can we say about this?
I would say, I think we can say no in a creative way.
Para asks, when will you talk about the other side of the immaterial plane? I think that's referencing a tweet of mine.
What was your tweet?
What about the other side?
Is that some immaterial plane both sidesism right there?
I don't know.
Does the immaterial plane orbit Sun 2? No. I feel like we can just say that, right?
Yeah.
Destroy the concept of orbit.
Can we say, hold on, can I?
There's
Everybody check general.
Okay.
I
don't know.
I'm the wrong
Well,
person.
yeah,
to ask.
we'll chat here a little bit.
Give us 1 second, chat.
Just gonna message each other on Slack about it.
Oh yeah, wait, we can't say that, or we can say that?
I don't think we can say that. We might be able to say yours in a certain way.
Okay. Huh.
The immaterial plane. No, this is asking the tough questions. I know why this person asked this anonymously.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Next question. I guess we can't answer it.
No, my answer to the question is: does the immaterial plane orbit Sun 2, or do we all just orbit Blaseball? No. Please destroy the concept of orbit.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I'm so sorry we can't say more, but
We can't say more for reasons, so yeah.
right.
Not that they don't know the answer, is that we just
We
can't
know the
give
answer.
the answer. Yeah. The answer exists. We just can't give you the
Oh,
answer.
yeah.
I sent you a picture.
This is not them. It's not a cop out. Like we don't know, so we're just trying to.
We know there's diagrams here.
There are diagrams.
If I had been
That's
able
why I
to
did
pull-
that. There are diagrams, and that's why I didn't want Joel to show you the clipboard.
I knew you were gonna bring up the clipboard.
Oh, is that? Oh.
There
Is
are diagrams
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the clipboard.
that the diagram?
yeah.
The picture that I sent you?
Yeah, the
is
picture that you
on
sent
that
me.
clipboard.
At the time when I was talking about holding up the clipboard on that stream, that diagram was like mostly obscured by another post-it note.
Sure.
So
yeah.
it might have
Still.
worked. Yeah,
Yeah.
destroy the concept of orbit.
Destroy the concept of orbit. Yeah.
Let's move on to the next question.
Can I say can I say the word that I was going to say though?
In Slack.
I don't
Okay, I won't say it.
I
Forget
don't
it.
think
Never
so.
mind.
Let's save it. No, we're moving on. Sorry, chat. I know I'm the bad guy saying don't. Yeah, you can't, he's not gonna say it. All right. This next question comes from the Killer GM. If you had to spend one day as a Blaseball player, who would you be and why?
Looks I know I already used six-pack dog walker in another answer. But I do like dogs.
Is the correct answer Landry Violence?
Oh yeah, that probably.
Isn't that like wasn't a huge fan in that Landry Violence possessed people?
But other people possessed
Oh
Landry
yeah,
Violence.
Landry Violence is the spirit of violence.
Yeah, the spirit of violence would
According to the
possess
fan
people.
fiction.
Yeah,
Oh.
the popular fan depiction.
It's kind
Yeah,
of like the
and-
opposite of Esme Ramsey then. It's like
Yeah,
Yeah,
Esme Ramsey with Haunted would also maybe be cool. It depends on
Yeah,
how
that'd be
my,
fun.
my legit
is
answer
it
was
terrifying
Esme.
though.
That's my legit.
Is that a like I don't know. Like is she just
I mean, it's
Look.
it's terrifying. Blaseball's a horror game.
If I'm spending a day as a
yeah?
Blaseball
Baseball
player,
is a horror game.
I want the true
Reiterate
experience.
that.
Yeah. Or maybe I'd be Sebastian Telephone so that I could be incinerated.
I'd be
Twice.
Richard very soon because I want to be
Sorry.
big and tall.
I'm so sorry.
Nice.
Big and tall.
You just want to be everybody's best friend.
That too.
I want to be Nagomi McDaniel, but only the Nagomi McDaniel that people draw that's like all carcinogized in body horror.
Yeah,
I
they're
think that'd be fun.
yeah, just one of like the gross crabs.
Yeah,
those
just
are
like a gross
my
body
favorites,
horror
yeah.
version of somebody.
I am
Yeah.
I am sorry for that. I made the joke about Sebastian hot on the heels of his third dream incineration and
Yeah,
It's a
it
dream.
was just a dream one. The real one hasn't happened yet.
the real third one. All right, yeah, that's a good cue. I've gotten much more lax about this timer. This next question's from Books. Books asks, how does it feel to have an actual savior of the galaxy, Goku, rest in violence, as a fan, friend, and occasional legal counsel of Blaseball? Sorry, there's more to the question.
Okay.
Does his presence mean that Blaseball is an anime?
Yeah, Blaseball's a sports anime.
Blaseball is an anime. Well, not. Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's a sport.
Feels anime.
Yeah, I think I've tweeted that it was an anime before.
Yeah, I think you did.
Probably.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
does it feel to have Goku
Good.
as the actual
Good.
savior?
Discord Goku's amazing.
Yeah,
Why is Goku the actual savior of the galaxy?
that's
That's
Uh,
from that other show.
yeah the show.
This is a different Goku. I want to be clear. Same name, different Goku.
Yeah.
We are not in any way liable for
You're
some
right.
sort of copyright infringement.
Legally distinct Goku. Yeah.
Yes, legally distinct Goku. Yes, it's great. Hi Goku.
Hi, Goku.
Goku is here.
Welcome back.
Actually, I take it back. Blaseball is not a sports anime. It's whatever you would call Akira.
My favorite anime? Yeah. Sure.
Whatever genre that is.
The best action movie ever made? Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just the end of Akira is what Blaseball is in my head.
Oh, it's perfect.
Next question is from Joey T. Badger. Hello, Joey T. Badger. Do we have Joey T in the chat? Maybe.
Probably.
Can we please have a series between the Pandemonium Artists and Sibber for bragging rights? I'm going to start by not committing to anything.
Maybe.
Not right now.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
It's a possibility that exists in a timeline.
The two teams exist. They both have players on those teams and are both capable of playing the game of Blaseball. Could it happen? Maybe.
Technically.
Technically, yes. I think.
What is the question? Sorry.
Can we please have a series between the Pandemonium Artists and Sibber for bragging rights? I believe it's the question.
What'd you say?
Where have you been?
I was doing something.
Metaphysically, yes, it's possible.
It is possible.
Emotionally, metaphorically, sure.
But yeah, not right now. It takes
It's-
work.
Yeah.
It's that. Have you seen the Pandemonium Artist versus Cyber game? Not physically. No, not physically.
I will say, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. How specific can I get without giving any sort of committal answer here?
Just say whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
We like to do events like this, so we'll keep it in mind. And
Yeah.
there's always the possibility, but we have no plans right now, so we're not going to commit to anything. But maybe, strong
Yeah.
maybe, big strong maybe.
Yeah, we're constant. Like we're working on building a bunch of stuff, and from time to time we miss Blaseball too. So we try to spin stuff up, but it takes. As with everything we do, something that seems very like quick and easy turns into a much larger undertaking than we thought it would be. So, gotta kind of balance that out.
Yes.
That's how Blaseball was born.
Yes. I might have more to say on that later. Anyway, next question. Thank you, Joey T. This is from Anonymous. Actually, the next 10 questions are all from Anonymous. So, do you have metrics on the number of fans for each time on the site?
For each team on the site?
And yeah, I think
It's
it's
probably
supposed to be
each
team.
team. Okay. I was like, what is this? Do you have metrics on the number of fans for each team on the site? And if so, would you mind sharing how many people have stuck with the Crabs in their absence? Thanks. Oh, gosh. Do we have metrics on the number of fans for each team on the site? Yes.
Yeah.
Do we, if I feel like if we wanted to share them, they would be on the website.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
can see the little vote thing on the Discord will give you a loose approximation. I'll say it's not entirely accurate to the site, but it's pretty close.
Well, proportionally, maybe.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Proportionally kind of close. That's all I meant.
I mean, I'm sure for the Crabs it's a little bit off now because people probably changed their favorite team from the Crabs and stayed Crabs on the Discord.
Yeah. I will
But-
say, yeah, without looking at the numbers, I would say there's probably a surprising amount of people who have still stuck with the Crabs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people love those Crabs. Gotta say that. And
But sharing those numbers can influence stuff like decrees later or something, so we can't really talk about them.
yeah. Little known. So we had you used to be able to see more of the vote counts on the site in the first few seasons through Forbidden Knowledge, and we tore that out for a reason. So yeah, we can't. How many questions have we given just totally non-committal answers to?
I feel like less than we think.
This
People
was a
are
promise
tuning
we
in to
made,
watch
though.
me just waffle about.
We
these-
said you may ask a question, we may not answer it.
This is great content.
Thank you for supporting us on Patreon.
Yeah.
I need to get better at answering questions in a vague, non-committal way because right now it's just me
Yeah.
tossing my hands up. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Okay. Next question. Can I ask this one?
Yeah.
Where did the shelled one? Oh, who's this from? No.
Anonymous.
This is from Anonymous. Where did the shelled one come from? We know it descended, moved, or fell downward. That was in parentheses. And that when the Crabs ascended, they went to Blaseball2.com. Are those related geographically?
I don't think we're answering this one either.
No, we'll try again.
I say the.
Gimmick.
Uh-huh.
Geographically.
Send the Slack message.
Destroy the concept of geographically.
Are those related geographically?
Uh,
From where the shelled one came from and Blaseball 2? That's what we're asking.
yeah, that's what the question is, I think.
Did the shelled one come from Blaseball 2? Can we just give this answer? I think we can.
All right.
I
your
think
court.
we can.
Me.
Does anyone want to say it?
Do you want to say? You go ahead.
No, you. It's all you. It's all you.
Yes, the shelled one came from Blaseball 2.
That's that. Plot thickens.
Let's move on from that one. We gave an actual answer to that, but we're not going to expand on it at all. So
Nope. Moving forward.
I look forward to reading all the fan theories later.
this next question is pretty straightforward. Where's the recording from November? Are we talking about our first?
Also in Blaseball 2.
Somebody.
Oh,
Where is it? Did we download it?
I
no, it's on the Okay, I have a real answer for this. It's on
I don't know.
It's on Blaseball Comms. This is a different account.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that why? So yeah,
Wait, we didn't change the
we-
username. This is a completely separate account. So it's just on Blaseball Comms if you go over to that Twitch account.
Yeah, twitch.tv/blaseballcoms. We didn't think, again, this was a side project that we were making. So when we made Blaseball, it did not occur to any of us to get an official Twitch account. So fortunately, a friend had more foresight than we did and signed up for Twitch, and then was very kind to give it over to
Yeah.
us.
So if you want that VOD, it's there. It's just not on this account. That's why it's very confusing. We didn't delete it. It still exists. I promise. And you can't move it between accounts, unfortunately.
Yeah. But maybe we can upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, we can probably
I
do
think.
that.
We will do that. I think that's just been a thing that has like fallen through the cracks a
Yeah.
little bit. So apologies for that. We will get that up so that everybody
We didn't
can see
delete it. I promise.
No. Okay, next question.
It's a good little
Is that good?
procedural question. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was a practical one.
okay.
Just a real answer.
Yeah. Once again, website feedback coming through inside Blaseball.
This is the only way things get done. Is
I know.
forcing it
Thank
out
you.
of our mouths on stream.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question is: what are fingers actually supposed to do?
But grabbing stuff, silly.
Or can I just share how much I feel like people have just dissected fingers so much. Should I just like share the real juice on
Gross.
fingers?
I don't
Or do
care.
we
We
wanna-
already talked about Blaseball 2. Let's go. This is just as big of a revelation.
All right. Okay. So you guys may have noticed that fingers are loosely correlated to pitching stats. Yeah. Okay. And you may believe that fingers determine your pitching stats. I've seen that thrown around. It is absolutely not true. Like many other things in Blaseball, fingers were a one-off joke for a season 2 blessing that accidentally bled into all of the other systems of the game. And now we have horrific players with countless fingers, and it doesn't really, it's not even really consistent how it happens. And but now it's just really fun. It's just fun lore to see how many fingers players have, and I'm way into it. But you can stop dissecting the meaning of fingers, because it's you're not going to get anywhere with that. It is loosely based off of pitching stats. So oh gosh, yeah. Fingers, just wait for fingers per finger. That's what will actually matter for Blaseball. Fingers per fingers is going to change the game, and you can expect it any moment. Thank you. That's been my 2 minutes. Next question.
I would like exactly 0 fingers per finger.
Do you... Sorry, I'm very distracted. Every time I look at chat, I forget what was happening.
I'm seeing a lot of speculation in chat from some of the stuff that we said. The crabs are not gods. Sorry. I can also canonically say that.
No.
I'm going to stamp that out real quick.
Yeah, sorry for that one. We are telling, this is some, I felt good about giving that answer with the shelled one because we have been giving non-committal answers, so it's like it's good to actually say some real stuff. You know, do you guys like this chat? Are you entertained?
Yes, the holidays stream. We had to give them something.
Yeah, Merry Holidays.
Merry holiday. That classic
Holidays.
saying.
That everyone says Merry Holidays.
Merry holidays from Blaseball.
Are you not entertained? Sorry. Next question. How about that? What Christmas gifts should I get for Parker 3, Parker 4, and Parker 5? Yes, I know that Parker's 3 and 4 are no longer with us, but I still want to know. I think this is a beautiful question.
What would Parker like? Did anybody get him anything?
Probably a promotion.
Really likes compliments.
I'm really bad at gifts. I might.
Like a
I'm
gift
gonna
card?
get him a Hot Topic gift card.
Do you think it would be appropriate
Yeah.
to give Parker one of my 2 pairs of Blaseball booty shorts?
Yeah, he'd probably love that. I think he'll take anything, really.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. I realize I probably don't need 2 pairs of booty shorts, and I might just have to re-gift on this one. Please don't tell Parker.
Yeah, please, no one tell Parker I'm getting him a Hot Topic gift card for Christmas.
I don't want to see the fan art that comes out of Parker wearing Hot Topic gear. Roll down. What would you get Parker for Christmas?
What would I? Year subscription to Crunchyroll.
Yours specifically.
You just send him your password.
Yeah.
Dad's password.
Both use it, and there's no reason to spend extra money.
That's okay.
That's
Yeah,
practical.
he'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
Parker, he rolls with stuff, so yeah.
I wonder what Parker would be watching on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
The Blaseball anime.
The Blaseball anime. It's Diamond No Ace. Is that the baseball one?
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Yep. Well, we had 20 more seconds to talk about that.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were venturing close to trouble.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Next question.
Uh,
How are Blaseball names generated? They're all bangers with good mouthfeel, which wouldn't happen with just uniform random rolls on the egg pool. Unless. And I just like the way this question is worded. I don't know. I just get a good energy from whoever asked this. Thank you, Anonymous. Just you threw mouthfeel out there, and and bangers, and I like your style.
The unless is really what makes it, I think. Unless.
The unless really does. We're gonna not answer this question. Just to compliment the anonymous person who asked this.
yeah. Do you want to tell them?
Yes. I mean, it's pretty simple. It is pretty random. I mean, we have a name pool.
It is random. Yeah.
It is random.
Yeah.
We pair.
It's pretty random.
It's
so
totally
random.
It's totally random. We just pair. When you submit your names to the egg pool, you might have noticed you submit them as a first name or a last name, or
Sometimes people just submit the name.
you just submit the name. But all we're really doing is pairing one with the other. We just pick a random one, we pair it with another random one, and it gives us the magic. The real magic comes from the quality of those names that are in there. So
And once again, the sim is the better writer than we could ever hope to be. So
Yeah, they aren't human the names that go in the pool are human curated. The names that get generated are not. The names that get generated in the moment. We do not pre-generate any names. They get generated the moment a new player gets generated. So
when
all of them.
We started with a very large pool. I would just go in and punch in some names every once in a while. I think I've talked before about my look around the room method of naming.
Yeah.
Yes, but to answer chat, to clarify, there are 2 pools within the pool. There is a forename and a surname pool.
Yeah.
And then the sim pulls one from each at random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which helps probably helps with the bangerness of the name. Because then we wouldn't end up with double names on accident.
Right.
Where do Patreon names go? They go usually into one or the other. Sometimes they go into both. Kind of depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If people tell me or us where they want them to go, um, we will put them there. But otherwise,
Sometimes.
we will
Yeah.
just choose, or maybe they'll go into both pools, and then
Yeah.
the sim in its wisdom chooses wisely.
Yeah, and I will add on to this. What someone said, scores based runner was just pure luck. Yes, and it is like there is some magic to. Like, not every name is hilarious. Not every name needs to be hilarious. Not every name is even, you need like the...
I also encourage people not to try to be hilarious.
Yeah, it's better,
Yeah.
honestly better if you put in just a name,
Yeah,
like...
like trust the sim. Just put something mundane in there and just trust the sim.
Like dream player, denim chili are two very innocuous words that together make a very hilarious name.
Yeah.
Right. Denim. Okay, any name that had denim in it was going to be a hit for me. So
Think about all that you've found with the players that have like kind of normal names, like Mike Townsend. Like sometimes you need one that's just.
Yeah, we do, and that also is really appreciated. Every time someone
It's like
offers like, for this month I want to add Amy to the pool. It's like, oh wow.
Thank you. It's like thank you.
That could be a star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like we need normal names to offset. What have we seen, like Puddles or something? You know what I mean? Like
Puddles is
It's a great name.
yeah, it's a
Like,
great
there's
name.
a
but
great name-
We need variety. Is my point.
yeah.
I don't know if there's a great name in the pool, and I don't know if it's been used yet, so I don't want to spoil it if it
I
hasn't.
know.
Let's
I did
not,
the same thing.
Yeah.
I
There's
won't,
a
I
lot-
won't.
There's a lot we could say there.
Yeah.
I want to.
But I'm just gonna say some of you are very funny. Some of you submitting names are very funny. Like particularly, they hit the best.
Don't encourage them.
Yeah. Don't encourage.
I'm not
Most
saying
of
that they
you
were
are not
intentionally
funny.
funny.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Most of you are not funny at all, and
No.
That's not a challenge.
I'm kidding. But yeah, please submit a really submit a boring name every once in a while, just for the heck of
Yeah.
it. Come
Just
on,
yeah.
Steve. This is Steve.
Steve.
I
Not
think
Steve.
Submit
Not Steve. It's too boring.
submit more Clarks. Please submit more Clarks. We need more Clarks.
Clark's all the way down.
Clark's all the way down. Let's get a Clark in this sim. We need a Clark. All right, thank you very much.
All right, moving on.
Next question. Since wins are physical objects, does that mean they're stored somewhere? Asking for hypothetical non-heist reasons, of course.
We're back to cosmology.
Well, it's not. This is. Are they stored somewhere? Yes. I mean, they're a physical object. They have to be put somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes.
They're certainly
There's a
stored
pile,
somewhere.
right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Like in a pile or something. Yeah.
they're in a pile. I'm sure every team has a different way of arranging their physical objects. It's like, where do you put your laundry? Like what do you do with the things in your apartment? You put them
Your
places.
dishes.
They're physical objects.
Where do you put them?
Yeah. You put them
There's
somewhere.
a bin, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah.
A shelf?
Hope that helps with your heist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with any heist.
Non-heist. It's non-heist.
Right, this is a hypothetical non-heist. With any hypothetical non-heist, it's important to understand the specific non-target and how they specifically arrange or don't arrange their wins and where they specifically don't put them. And
Yeah, and how you're going to get them out or
Hypothetically.
possibly carry them.
how you're going to transport them. Maybe you put them
Yeah.
in some sort of truck and
Drive it across.
drive it across the world.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Can we just add Death Stranding to Blaseball? Come on.
Yeah.
You just click Death Stranding and you go just play, like the link to Death Stranding, you just play Death Stranding
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
baseball website.
Exactly. Let's call Hideo Kojima. Come on.
Dude,
I feel like you'd be into it.
yeah, I feel like
into
he'd
it,
be
right?
into it. Our naming conventions and his naming conventions are similar enough. I think there's some crossover.
Yeah.
I think this next question is kind of a repeat a little bit. Again, from Anonymous, how many ideas and proposals for things like blessings, decrees, or weather effects end up on the cutting room floor? What were some of your favorites? Is there anything we can say there?
Let's focus on the first part of it, is how many.
A lot.
Why? Yeah.
A lot.
More than 2.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I'll say
I mean, usually, like when we introduce an idea, there's a problem with it, right? Like the spirit of it might be really cool or interesting, but for a variety of different reasons, we can't actually implement it in the game. So then we figure out like what was the core of it, what was the thing that we were all responding to, and then riff off of that, and then find another idea that usually we also can't implement in the game, and then kind of keep going on that cycle until we find one that sort of makes sense in the greater whole. And we also have to like consider all of these not just in isolation, but with all of the other ones that we're looking at. And yeah, we have some that are on the back burner for way into the future that I'm really excited about. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to be the one to spoil this for you.
I would say it feels to me like we had about. Well, it's different for decrees versus blessings versus weather. I'd say most of our blessings actually probably made it in, like because we have a lot of blessings. Like not most of, but like compared to weather or decrees. With weather and decrees, I would say like 10% of the ideas that we wrote down actually made it in, and that's just the ones we just put down on paper. Like Sam was saying, just verbally when we're talking through things, we go through so many ideas before we even put them down. So, and not all of them would work, so they're not all practical. But guys, stop chatting in the background. Focus. Please.
I had a couple examples. I had a couple examples that I was gonna say if we were allowed to say it.
One of them.
Okay. Yes.
Not explain it. Explain it, but just say the names.
You can say
the names that were in
yes,
Slack.
because the first one we're never doing. The second one.
And the second one was redone, right?
The second one we might still do, but I'm okay with saying
okay.
it. So go for it.
The one that I was going to say was we had an idea called fusion. That will never happen. No, I'm also blurry. That can't happen for technical reasons and also just design reasons. But yet, fusion is.
Yeah, mine's jazz.
Jazz, yes.
I love jazz.
Mm-hmm.
The vibes in the call when we talked about jazz were amazing.
That was one of our most off the rails conversations.
It was very. It was very off the rails.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talk about stuff that I can't even talk about it.
Yeah.
It's gonna cause a problem.
I would know. I will just add to it that jazz is the one. I will still fight for jazz. And
yeah, jazz was great.
We might still get jazz, and I'm not going to say anything more about it.
Yeah. Okay.
We had
Merry holidays.
There's a whole argument involved that had nothing to do with jazz itself.
Big argument about jazz. Yeah.
Like it had nothing to do with the weather.
Yeah, nothing. We went on a lot of tangents that call. That's why it was such a call.
It was very funny.
We only have a few more questions here.
Yeah, we had jazz chorus.
We're almost there.
We're gonna get through this, and then this next question I believe is Elena's favorite question of this batch.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of soup?
So I was gonna say tomato, which is the most boring answer.
Oh yeah.
But then I remembered that.
That's my answer.
I feel like I said this in a call, but I don't remember if it was in a call during a stream. So maybe I've told this story before, but one time I spilled boiling tomato soup all over my hand, and then had to go to the urgent care.
Oh no!
And I had a 2nd-degree burn. It's better now, but I don't know why tomato soup is still wet. I didn't have tomato soup for like 6 months.
Tomato soup with grilled cheese.
Tomato soup with grilled cheese is the perfect. Yeah. I was trying to make tomato soup with grilled cheese, and then I spilled tomato soup all over myself, and I didn't have it for like 6 months later because I was like
traumatized. Maybe I'll get like
really.
A little adventurous and do a tomato bisque. But
yeah.
My favorite is gazpacho.
Ritz crackers.
Wait, hold on. What was your favorite?
What is it?
Gazpacho, but that's just Spanish tomato soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a tomato
cold
soup
is
is always so
cold
good.
too, right?
And it's
Is
really
it always cold?
Yeah.
I
At
can't.
least I've only ever had it cold.
It would have been better for me.
So it's a cold.
It's a
I've
cold
never had
tomato
this
soup,
option.
but it has like a lot more because there's like garlic and onions. Actually, I don't know if there's garlic, but onions and cucumber, and it has like it's creamier too than your typical tomato
Sounds
soup.
good.
Is
It's
it
always served.
is it good to dip sandwiches in and dip a grilled cheese?
Oh,
in?
it's a bread. I love dipping bread in it. Sandwiches, I don't know. It's probably as good as the sandwich that you're dipping in it, but I'm sure it
Yeah,
adds.
probably.
Well, tomato soup makes a bad grilled cheese good.
That's true.
Oh,
Can confirm.
yeah.
I think it might be the heat from the tomato soup, I'll be honest.
It could be. I used to go down. Back when I worked at coffee shops, I used to go down to my corner coffee shop, which had like really okay food, like mediocre food. Except I would get the tomato soup and grilled cheese, and like it was their special, and it was so wonderful. And I would like work and just. It felt weird to be dipping a grilled cheese in tomato soup in public, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
What coffee shop is that?
Sabori Cultura. It was Hollywood. It was the end of my street on Hollywood. Back when
Never
I was
been.
a LA native, or not native, but LA local,
Person? Yep.
LA person. Good coffee shop.
Nice. My favorite, unsurprising, given my shirt, matzo ball soup, which doesn't go great with grilled cheese, but fantastic on its own.
That's probably gross.
Okay, next question. The good soup answers, everybody. Good soup. What's the deal with Uncle Plasma and Liquid Friend and BC Noir?
Ooh.
Was it just for the jokes / to see what would happen with a 2-player team? Or is there more to the story? We might have to sidebar a little bit here.
Yeah, I think the preface is there was like no players with black coffee as their coffee type, so
Right.
we needed them.
We
No.
needed the black coffee team, and due to a bug, there was no players who enjoyed black coffee. And that's the foundation of that team we needed a solution for that problem. So we hard-boiled some players.
Yeah. They'd been, boiling for
We took some
time,
eggs.
About an hour or so. Yep.
An hour.
We took some eggs and we boiled them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were boiled.
So I guess this would be the one exception to the previous answer when we say they're all random, but this is the one exception.
They were random.
They were?
We didn't know what their names were going to be.
No,
I thought. Oh.
We already
No, I
brought
don't know.
They're hard boiled, we've probably already given it away, but I'll just say we made them in a different way than the
well,
rest
yeah,
of
they
the
were
eggs.
hard boiled.
Right.
They were hard boiled.
Yeah.
Very
Next
dynamic duo.
Yeah. And we really enjoyed having them in the coffee cup, and hope we see them again someday.
I wish they had gone further. They
Me
were
too.
like,
Yeah, I wish they'd gone further too.
I'm still working on my detective fiction.
Yeah,
I really hope they're out there solving mysteries.
I think they
you're
are.
officially licensed to detective fiction.
Right? That's just my headcanon for these players, but my headcanon is that they're solving mysteries. Anyway,
Moving on.
moving on. Final question. Final question here. This is from Ileana of Sibber. Hello. Hello, friend. Why are the Dale specifically the life of the party? And along with this is, I know this is a there's one right answer question, but I think there's also room for funny responses too, so I'm going with it. All right. Why are the Dale specifically the life of the party?
Guess you should ask the Dolly that. I mean, they're killing it.
The Dale. I lived in Miami for 5 or 6 years and loved it there. And it's a great city. And the Dale might not have been one of our most popular teams for quite some time, but they yeah, they just brought really great energy, and it felt like I think that's just their nature, and that when enhanced party time passed, that was just kind of a nice surprise that they knew they were in their element. So it just came out.
Well, yeah, and I mean, before enhanced party time came out, party time was still an unofficial concept of Blaseball, and I believe that the Dale were frequent participators and enthusiastic participators in party time. So it just felt right for a lot of ways. But we do, Stephen alluded to this, but we do find ways to try to boost teams that might have less of a fan base, and that's the kind of the more one right answer thing here. But yeah, it was fun. It just felt right. A lot of Blaseball just feels right.
Party lives in the dollar.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it's true.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Bad.
We just answered all the questions.
Whew. Good work, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the good questions.
Yeah, great questions.
I would like to thank Coffee for this stream. This powered my whole stream. And for
It's
this,
in your It's in your computer.
yeah. I gotta say also, I guess we had one coffee cup question.
Yeah.
Sort of two, if you count the questions about the Pandemonium artist and Sibber. But yeah, I'm a little surprised there's no coffee cup questions. But I'd like
We hope everybody enjoyed it. It was very fun to hold the tournament, and we miss Blaseball too. So it was just something that we thought could be fun to spin up, and maybe we can do more tournaments in the future. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we still want to do. This is a good segue. We want to do fun things while we're on this grand siesta. We like to fill up the. We like to fill the time and keep things happening. We love this community and love to give things this community to participate in. That said, we don't have anything to announce on any dates for the next era. It's still going to take us a little while. We are going to make this next era great, and we're going to do it in a way that's healthy for us, and that means taking a little bit more time. So I think we can officially say you'll see Blaseball in the new year at some point, but we cannot give a date. We're not going to give a date until we're very comfortable and very ready to do so. So, having said that, we're also all going to be taking some holiday time. So, I think the community is going to be pretty quiet for a while, or our side of things, in terms of events and whatnot. Will be pretty quiet for a while. I'm even going to lay low on Twitter. That's going to be great. It was. Flash forward to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're gonna tweet 3 times. You're gonna hit tweet limit.
Yeah.
All that free time you're gonna have, Joel. Come on.
Yeah. So that's all to say. The things like exhibition tournaments or even the stream we did a couple days ago. I think it'd be cool to do more of those since we are going to be taking some more time to do this next era. But at least for the next few weeks, we're going to be pretty quiet, taking our holiday time. So.
But Blaseball is coming.
Blaseball is coming.
Return.
We are working hard on it, and we've got so many great ideas, some of which have already been hinted at.
We really not to build hype too much, but I'm very, very excited for y'all to see what we have cooking up for the next era. It's gonna surprise you.
Yeah, same here. Working on some cool stuff.
No sound.
No.
There's gonna be
Show
no
the clipboard. No.
Fortunately, there will be no sound, but I've got a lot of arrows to campaign for that still.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as things change, we'll obviously be, very transparent, and we'll tell you what's going on. But yeah, in the meantime, we're gonna take some holidays. Get some rest. I'm gonna sleep a lot. It's gonna be wonderful.
I'm gonna play a video game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Death Stranding.
Yeah. No. No. I think I'm gonna play Pathologic 2.
Ooh, I want to play that too.
Yeah. I bought it already, so I should play it.
You should do that. That's on my. It's on my list.
A single sticky note with one thing written on it.
Yeah. I also need to play Elsinore. Oh yeah, I also have Yeet.
Oh yeah.
So Post-it Life. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out and watching us give non-committal answers to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Hopefully there was some interesting stuff in here. And I don't know, you guys have more fun things to say?
Happy holidays, everybody.
Merry holiday.
Merry holidays
holidays.
from Blaseball.
Ooh, all right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care.
Snorlax cameo.